Don't you think it's a bit late to be out on a stroll? The night's a dangerous place for someone like you. Did I scare you? I'd say I didn't mean to, but hey, who am I kidding? You really ought to be more aware of your surroundings. Who's to say how long I've been on your tail? Show yourself. Who said I was hiding? You could look around with that little flashlight of yours and find me. Oh, I know. I'll even make it easier for you and stay put. And while you're out here swinging that torch of yours, do you want to give me a rundown as to why you snuck out? None of my business. Ouch. I'd argue that it is my business, considering I know you're not only breaking vampire curfew, but the VHLF's curfew as well. That is where you're coming from, right? Double busted. How'd I know? Context clues. For starters, what civilian just wanders through the sewer? Not to mention my will isn't exactly affecting you. You'd probably have found me by now if that was the case. On that note, you're really bad at this. If I were a snake, I would have bit you. Though, I don't think I need to be a snake to do that, considering. Boo. No screaming. It's cute, but you don't want to let your group know you snuck out, do you? No. Do you want to tell me what you're doing out here? You're looking for your missing teammates. Alone? At night? You could not have come up with a worse plan if you tried. We vampires are stronger at night, and you decided this was the way to go. You're a rookie, aren't you? I can tell. Only rookies have the guts to do something that stupid. How have you even survived this long? Well, if you aren't stupid, then why are you here? Certainly this was not a smart person decision. Smart people, they don't get caught. All right, sure. Well, I do need to do what I came here to do. And since you've seen too much, I guess you'll suffice. Be a dear and make this easy. You'll just feel a little pinprick. Oh, so now you want to run. That's fine. I've been wanting a good chase for a while. I'll even let you have this head start. I'll go on 3, okay? 1, 2... Yes, I understand what I told you last week, but I'm telling you today that after further evaluation, I've concluded that they just aren't fit to be sent out. There's still a chance that they could revert after not being around a clear source of influence. No, I know they have a protocol for that, unless they change their operations, but considering the VHLF have stayed off the radar for this long, I'm not... Look, Master. I'm telling you that if you send those humans out there, there's a good 75% chance they will revert. I just need a little more time and then we can send them out. You don't want moles changing sides mid-mission, do you? The human currently in my care? What does that have to do with anything? We were just talking about the... I understand that the others didn't take this long, but this is a more complex case than the others. I had to take a different approach. While a perfected injectable form of the virus is underway, it isn't a foolproof solution to our little problem here. Sure, you can will the influence to get one, but if the immune sees a new recommended medication that everyone is getting, then of course they're going to be suspicious. I know I would have been. I've been working on a more subtle way of distributing it. It takes longer to manifest in the body, but I've seen some improvements with the humans since I've started administering it. If it all goes well with the other experiments in the passing days, we can see if this is a viable alternative. Then you can start the mission. I don't understand why you'd think that. I've been pretty dependable for the past 73 years. I mean, okay, more like 70, but you get my point. I just haven't updated their file past the basics yet. That's why there's no important progress recorded. I had to delay that when I couldn't get their information, and I'm updating it right now. Their test results came back almost normal aside from this mutation thing. It seems like their immunity wasn't from birth, and it developed over time. It's strange. It looks like it's a somewhat recent development. And it would explain a few things about their behavior. I couldn't get their information when they woke up because they were having a panic attack. I had to walk them through that breathing exercise just to get them calmed down. And that's all it was. I couldn't get a blood sample for the same reason. That's why it was delayed. That's all it was. You too. I thought it was just a human having this complex, but you really think I'm going easy on them? I was professional with every other human that's been strapped to this table. Why is this one any different? It's not. I'm just finding an alternative method to do what I've always done. Why is that so hard to believe? The way I've found them isn't important. It's only on the file because I didn't encounter VHLF space when I caught them. And since I wasn't on site, I thought I'd make a note of it. Their past may be familiar, but it's not going to deter me. I've had sadder sob stories run through here. They all ran their course. I'm not going soft on them just because they made the same mistakes I did. I assure you. I'll have them out with the others as soon as this formula is finished. Scout's honor. Look, the human's bound to wake up any minute, and I'm sure to get an earful when they do. I'll send over the updated files, but I need to get going. Yes, ma'am. I understand. Bye. Fucking lighter. Wait a damn minute. Your breathing is different. You're awake, aren't you? Oh, and you have been for a little while, considering you're up enough to know you're in danger. How much of that did you hear? You don't know. I suppose you wouldn't. A better question would be, what did you hear? No, I know you know how to answer that one. Come on now, dear. Spit it out. Right. Of course you had to hear the most important half of that conversation. Funny how that works, huh? So much for keeping you in the dark. No, I can't tell you what I've been doing. You have to figure out the rest on your own, if you get that far. Which you won't, by the way. You won't even realize you're gone until it's too late. And by then, you'd be too lost in it to care. How do I know that? How do you think I know that? I bet you can put those pieces together. Frankly, I'm surprised you haven't figured it out yet. Your naivety was cute at first, but now I'm a bit concerned. Surely you're not always this stupid. Either that or you're a good actor, which I doubt. I can't really blame you for wanting to hide things from me, though that's going to get harder to do. So you can pick up on some things. Yes, because of that solution I've been administering. I won't tell you how, but I can tell you with certainty that it wasn't in the oatmeal. I'll admit, drugging your food was a low blow. I can't say I regret it, however, since I got that blood test back. Speaking of which, I have a few questions for you. It's about your life before the VHLF and your experience dealing with your peers. Nothing you wouldn't know. Probably. It has everything to do with your blood test. Just play with me for a moment, all right? A few questions won't hurt you. A few questions didn't hurt you last time. A few questions made you sleepy. I think that's a lot less harmful than the former. You got tired. You didn't get tortured. Now, just hear me out. Did you have a good relationship with your peers? Coworkers, classmates, teachers? You did, right? Right. But did they eventually start to acknowledge you less? Almost like you didn't exist? Oh, shush. Don't look at me like that. It's not like I'm wrong. Your experience isn't entirely foreign. Back when the vampires were taking over, the first immunes felt that way. I've talked to several in my years. How old am I? Old enough. Older than you, that's for sure. But that's not important. We were talking about you, dearest. Your attempts to derail me won't work as well now that I know you're doing it. But from the look on your face, I did get my answer, so I suppose it doesn't matter. Though, on that note, you said that you joined the VHLF because you felt like you belonged there. But was that really the truth? Or did you feel like you didn't have a choice in the matter? Because obviously you had no idea what you were doing when I met you. You only went looking for them because you were scared of losing the people that could see you, right? You didn't know these people. You probably didn't even know their names. They wouldn't recognize you in a lineup. They wouldn't come and save you. No one came to save them. Your organization has gone downhill over the past couple decades, truly. I don't know anything? Oh, I know much more than you could possibly have fathomed, human. Your routes, your protocols, your rules, your location and migration schedule, I know everything. Wanna guess how? Because I founded the VHLF. I was there when the world was taken over. I saw everything, and I was the only one who felt like doing anything about it. I know what it's like to be you because I was you. You having your mutation developed at a late stage in your life? I can say with relative confidence that you felt the same damn way I did. You thought you were doing something wrong until you realized you weren't wrong. The world was wrong. And you had no idea how to fix it. Can't say I blamed you when you joined this sad shell of a group. If I was opening my eyes for the first time, I'd likely congregate with people who I thought were just like me. If only they shared the same ideals. Is that why I left? No, I didn't leave. Not traditionally. I was like you. I went to find my comrades. I don't think they'd consider you being kidnapped leaving, now would they? Oh, I found them. I saved them, even. But they died living peaceful lives. Oh, I'm not mad that they died. I'm not jealous of their mortality. I'm mad that... No. I can't have this conversation with you. I shouldn't be telling you this. I said I can't. You are my experiment. I have to do my job. I can't let you get in the way of me doing what I'm doing because I'm indulging you. I shouldn't have been this nice to you. I should have just injected you with my serums like I injected everyone else. Oh, I'm being so nice, human. If I treated you like everyone else, you'd be gone by now. You'd be quiet and mindless and out the door. The way you're even allowed to be thinking right now is a mercy. You're allowed to be scared. You're allowed to verbally spar. That is more of a mercy than your friends ever got. It's more than I ever got. I suppose you're right. Being kidnapped and prodded isn't nice. But it isn't the worst. There are worse things than being kidnapped if you're being saved in the long run. Like a kid being forced to take medicine. I'm just trying to help you get better. You don't have to deal with the world anymore. You don't have to feel pain anymore. You don't have to be alone anymore. You can say you didn't feel alone, but we both know that... There you go again, saying that I don't know anything. But I know... What? The only thing I know is myself? Oh, come on. You have to be kidding. I'm doing both. I'm saving you, and I'm doing my job. I don't understand how hard of a concept this is for you to grasp. I want to keep you from the harsh pain of knowing your insignificance, from how alone you really are. You can say that you're not alone, but I know you're alone because I was alone. That's how this works. This is how it has to work. I have to do this. I have to fix you. It does have to work this way, because if it doesn't work this way, it means that Liza was right. It means that she was right, and I can't continue with my work because when I look at you, it's like looking into a goddamn mirror. Human. This is quite the predicament we've landed ourselves in, huh? No. I'm afraid I still have to do my work, regardless of my conflicting feelings. I can't let you go. You heard my conversation with my master. I can't disappoint her. Nothing good comes from that. I do think that would land us both in hot water, dear. And I'm sure you can guess she is far from merciful than I ever was. I will have to call her back with the results. Lie to her? Absolutely not. That woman knows me inside and out. Lying would be a near impossible task. Not to mention, despite my predicament here, you're not off the hook just yet. Don't think you can get comfortable and weasel your way into escaping this game of ours simply because I'm having an internal dilemma. I'm always having an internal dilemma. You're not special. You're just stupid. Well, if you're not stupid, why are you here? As I've said before, smart people don't get caught. I suppose that would make me stupid if we were talking about this 73 years ago, but we aren't. So I'm the smart one. And because I'm the smart one, I have work to do. What does that mean for you? Nothing today. All you have to do is breathe. Hell, you could even go back to sleep if you wanted to. I'd recommend it, even. I don't plan on giving you anything to entertain yourself while I work, nor will I be entertaining you. I have to focus on perfecting this formula. And if you distract me, I could mess up and have some poisonous gas leak everywhere. You could die. And I don't think you want to die. Also, I would have to start my haven't unintentionally killed anyone in 70 years counter over. And that would be such a bummer, dear. Can you imagine having to start a 70-year counter over because you couldn't take a nap to pass the time? I'd be bummed. I think your lifeless corpse would be bummed. So, I think it would be smart for your still alive self to take a nap while I get some work done, yes? Good answer. Smart answer, actually. See, you're making progress. Now, I'm going to get started. Hopefully the nice bubbling ambience will soothe your weary head and lull you to sleep. Or something like that. If not, I don't think I can do anything about it other than turn the overhead lights off, since I'm going to need you fully conscious for tomorrow. Not that you'd let me drug you again anyway. What's tomorrow? You'll just have to find out. But you'll get there faster if you sleep. So, off you go, little human. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the vampires bite.